Hello everyone. Welcome to the Blue Cafe. It's good to be back. Now on to today's story. It just kept getting worse. TLDR found out my ex was cheating on me with my best friend. My ex broke his heart and has now been sleeping with another man. They all wanted me to go on a trip with them even after I told them I was uncomfortable with the situation only because I felt something was off about all of them. The new man and her had sex in a hot tub and all my friends saw. I found out today I'm not crazy and was right about the lies of friends. All happening within 3 months over an 8-year relationship. A few months ago, before I found out about a breakup, she was sleeping with my best friend. He knew I had an engagement ring and was planning a proposal on our 8th-year anniversary. I was kept in the dark about their secret relationship for about 2 months before she called it off. She didn't explain why we were over, just that she didn't love me anymore. My best friend still hung around me and listened to my heartache woes and let me pay for his ski trip because he is laid off. We talked about my feelings of being gaslit by her and told him I felt like I was losing my mind. All the while he said nothing. Fast forward to last weekend. I went on a trip with a few friends including yet another man and her. I wanted to cancel but decided to still fight through any feelings I had, plus everyone wanted them and me to come too. The other man and her were not dating according them, so my friends and I didn't think it would be so weird. I called both my ex and him before going, saying that I am still okay to go so long as the PDA was kept to a minimum and not in front of me. I had my suspicions about the validity of their claim that they were not even seeing each other, and so did others. They reiterated that nothing was occurring and that they wanted to be my friend, which I confronted them about, saying I don't have to be their friend if they would be hooking up, as I was still processing the breakup. Anyway, they get caught hooking up by a few of my friends on the trip and they were doing it in the hot tub. I was sleeping through it, but I guess my one good friend had seen it unfold and wanted to fight the guy right then and there. I found out today and feel crushed. But then there is more. So my best friend kept me in the dark until today. He was forced to tell me only because the other man in my ex was going to tell me tonight. My best friend told out all the details and then played victim. I guess he got hurt by the other man's situation and was heartbroken too. I left without saying much other than I couldn't see him anymore. All in all, it was a ducked up day. During this entire duration since before I got dumped, I have felt like I was losing my mind. That my friends were gaslighting me and withholding information. A few friends had known for a while but didn't think I could handle it. The gaslight is over and it feels good not to feel like I have lost my mind over a breakup. I messaged her about the betrayal of trust. Told her that I now knew everything and that it was selfish and ducked up. She is blaming me, still saying that I can't handle the truth, continuing the gaslighting. I have been used by her, my best friend and a few others I thought I could trust. Looks like I am restarting my life and need to learn these lessons and start trying to move past this. Long rant, sorry. Can't sleep. Ex-friends. Don't need enemies with friends like them. Honestly, they're all ducking assholes. Find new friends, except perhaps for the one who told you / confronted him. They're toxic and have no morality. Wait. That you can't handle the truth. Has she even realized how ducked up all she did was? I mean, she could have dumped you before doing all that SHT, but she didn't, and in my book it's just beyond disrespectful to you. That idiot doesn't deserve you. Can't handle the truth? What she meant was I couldn't be bothered to deal with your totally justified anger about me, your friends totally ducking with your mind. Awful people. Up is better off starting fresh. Got 2 hours of sleep. Thanks for the words of encouragement. I didn't think any year could top 2020 for being the worst. I have decided to go North Carolina after today. I have been battling mental health issues for a year now and been seeking psychological help for my existential depression. This makes it so much worse in many ways, but simultaneously I am just happy that the truth is out and I can no longer be humiliated by her. She knew I had feelings for her still because I didn't know the cheating had occurred, and she lied to me saying she considered me a friend and that she wanted me in her life. Obviously not a chance now. I can feel trust issues brewing in regard to my disposition toward women and hope I will learn to find love within myself to be able to trust again. Holy duck. If those guys are your friends, I certainly don't want to meet your enemies. Bruh, she cheated on you and you paid for her vacation? Go and find your self-respect, man. I would honestly leave all the little shifts that betrayed you. They can find their own way back home. Paid for him to go on the trip before anyone had told me about the cheating. Still thought he was a good person at that time. I'm not asking for the money back. Just straight North Carolina from here. Sorry to hear that you got betrayed by the ones you trusted the most. But now you know who is really your friend. The one who told you about the hookup should be your new best friend, and even the man who hooked up with your ex in the hot tub wanted you to know that she cheated, so at least is a good guy. Now focus on yourself and the people who were loyal to you through all of this and you will get better for sure. Good luck, hop. Goddamn, that's brutal. Be strong, up. Don't know if I would have ever been able to climb out of a hole that deep. You are still calling your best friend as your best friend? He's just a biggest piece of sh in the name of best friend who didn't give any value to your friendship and kept you in the dark. Your other friends are also on the same page as him and your ex. She is the biggest scumbag and sh I have ever imagined will spread her legs to anyone. Cut these people from your life. They are not worth calling even friends. Not friends as of yesterday when he was forced to tell me before someone else threatened to. So no, I am not his friend. He has been blocked from my social media and phone. Nice. I don't understand why and how we get involved in the life of the person whom we trusted the most, and in the end they are the one who betrayed us in the worst possible way and still don't admit it and act as the victim. WTF. Staying away from these people is the best option, I think so. We don't know when and where they're gonna stab again if we get involved. The dude that wanted to fight the hot tub guy, buy him a few beers. Everyone else? Well, they can duck off right out of your life, every last one of them. Just thank God you didn't marry or have kids with her. Good riddance to the thought. You can now begin to process and heal. Getting her out of your life completely is my advice. Go full no contact. She'll keep playing games with your mind otherwise. Keep that one loyal man as your friend. The rest of them aren't worth the meat suits they walk around in, and they need to GTFO your life. One good friend is all you need going forward. People who don't have your back aren't good to keep around as friends. Karma is a thing, my dude. It fucking sucks. Losing someone you loved and losing a best friend from your perspective. But dude, duck them. They both knowingly were doing this shit while being around you. How in the world are they your friends? Especially your other friends that knew. This is going to be a long journey of developing your trust with other people again, but don't skip steps. Mourn and let it all out. Cut your ex-GF and your ex-best friend and all your friends out. And focus on healing and focus on working on yourself. Dive into things you might have not had time for. Spend time in nature. Get into self-care. Do things for yourself, man. And trust me, the right person will come along for you. You'll have someone that values love the same way you do. But it's all a process. And also the karma thing. You better believe where you'll be 5 years from now versus your ex-best friend and ex-GF. I have seen this story countless times. People like them are the scum of the earth. They made for each other. Their relationship was literally built on a lie. So man, when you start to grow and love yourself, they will see that and they will try to come back into your life and forgive, but remember, forgive yourself for going through what you went through. Never invite them back into your life or forgive them for what they did to you. I believe in you, dude, and take all the time you need to recover because you need it. Wish you luck, my man, and I hope you can bounce back from this and rekindle your love for life again. Jesus Christ, this happened to me too. Friend and my ex-fiancé. Ducking ass hats. Hope they get theirs in the end. Brother, if you never speak to any of the people in your story again, you will be doing yourself a favor. No explanation texts, no calls, no social media posts, just gone forever. I guarantee that the terrible human of an ex absolutely got off from hearing you tell her that she caused you pain. She feels validated that she still has power over you in some way. She could have easily owned half your possessions, house, assets, or worse had kids with you. You got a get out of jail free card by her and your best friend showing their true selves before marriage. Good luck to you. I wish you a quick and painless turnaround. Cut her out of your life, like yesterday. The other guys are just using her for sexual fun. She is such an idiot. She will realize real soon now that she knows she has screwed up and will come crawling back. Guys are not marrying right now. She will realize that and her chance of marriage just went away and she will try to negotiate a marriage with you. Tell her no. Tell her to marry her AP. You are not interested. Let her feel the consequences of her decisions and move on. These people don't learn anything until they feel the pain. Where did you find these people? Grew up with them over many years. You have a bunch of, I hope former, ducked up friends. Still in shock, but I think it won't be getting worse. I have officially purged all those people from my life. All social media, stored photos, trinkets and mementos have now vanished. I won't lie, this has been the worst experiences in my life, and if hell were a place I think I am currently there. I will try to see if I can find where the heaven on earth is and see if I can find a vacancy there. Thank you for the advice and support. Good for you, and keep your head up. You're gonna be alright. Everything can only go up from here, especially after dropping such a weight off your shoulders, the pieces of shit for friends you had. You have a lot of support here. Honestly, they can all suck dicks except for that one good friend of yours. Your ex, with all due respect, is a hoe, looking for validation. She's not the one. Just cut them all loose. After 8 years of commitment and you get this. Nah fam, she can sod off. I wouldn't have chosen to go with them on that trip in the first place, to be honest, and probably I'd punched your best friend and that guy she ducks with right now. But hey, that's me. Your pain and heartache is valid, but like I told another friend, the trash took itself out. I don't know if I am just picky or my husband's friends are not my type, but other than the fact that I have respect for myself and husband and his friendships, but I have never felt any attraction to them, and a few are attractive. Even though they may have complimented me a time or two on how I look, I still just cannot see how someone can do that. Respect has become a thing of the past, it seems. I guess to each their own. Only suggestion would be to get tested for STIs. I know moving on is easier said than done, but not everyone are scumbags like them. A few of us still hold true to our morals/values. I am so sorry, but let me just say that you need new friends. The entire situation is completely ducked. This is the true definition of duckery. First, let me say that I know exactly what you are going through. I went through the same thing several years ago. When I think of all the lies that were told to me by my ex's friends and everyone who knew what was going on, I became extremely angry. I was just a fool, and it wasn't until I started following my gut feelings did I find out. When it all blew up, my ex told me that her friends all told her she was stupid and how great I was. Which made no sense because none of those so-called friends of hers stopped anything. Plus, nobody thought it was a good idea to have a conversation with me to let me know. All of these people are out of my life. These are not friends, they're the antithesis of friends. I felt like a crab. I was riddled with depression and had everything I could do to go to work and do my job. If you weren't married or had a child, consider yourself lucky and you dodged a bullet. My ex was a horrible mother, out of control, and also a terrible person. Nothing was worse than the embarrassment of my daughter not having clean clothes to wear to school while I was working 14-hour days. At first I felt like I got stabbed in the gut, but that quickly changed to anger, and I have to say that that is what got me through. I sat down and took a tabulation of the people who were supposedly friends and wished them into the cornfield. I have not interacted with any of them since, and it's been 15 years or more. My old way of handling things like this would have been just to turn around and go get laid, but now I had a daughter that I was responsible for and an ex who disappeared once all the confrontation came out. You need to treat all of these toxic people like the toxic cancers they are. Nobody wants surgery. It's painful. No one wants to go through chemotherapy. It sickens you and tears you down. It takes everything to go through the pain. I considered what was happening to me as fighting a bad case of cancer. These people were sapping my vitality, using my energy and positivity and loving friendship as food to energize their toxic behavior with no conscience of the terrible things that they were doing. You know what you have to do, at least I hope you do. Take control and remove these horrid people from your life. Don't wallow in the pain and find a way to be inspired to move above it. I'm a musician and an artist and a writer, and I produced a lot of creative material during this time, plus like I said I had a child I had to take care of, so I could only be at home. The one thing I do know is that no matter how much you think you feel about a person, how much you love a person, if they're these types of people, it's like you're getting strung out on heroin and it's killing you and you need to walk away. Their opioid lies and manipulations are the monkey on your back. Break free, take care of yourself, be strong, and when you come out of this canyon of duckery you will be stronger than you are now. Remember, always trust your gut feelings, those thoughts that tell you something is wrong. I have always found it as truth. Thank you for sharing. I am still battling with this crushing news, but I have ultimately decided to never see any of those people again. I have blocked all of them and am trying to determine a new game plan for the rest of my life. I did all the right things for the wrong reasons. I got a career in a place that doesn't fulfill me only to start saving to support a family. Now that it is all over, I am trying to question what I really do want and where I can thrive and find purpose. This is actually exciting. You dodged the bullet. Consider if you had started that family and had children and all of this had come out, that would be a tragedy. That's what's the hardest. That was me. Now you weren't stuck in a career that you don't want to be in, and you're right, it's time for you to really live for you. Finding what will inspire you, fulfill you, will make you a much happier and complete person, and in turn bring the kind of people you want to be in your life. Don't give up. Expand yourself and take care of yourself, and remember how close you came to being caught in a much worse scenario. Good luck. This is excellent. You have a clean slate, with all the rules of the game depending on your choices. Man, count your blessings, you dodged a bullet. You don't know how much you have to be thankful for finding the type of person she is before marrying her. Homie hopping nymphos are so sad and deluded. But I bet you already knew her history, and this is all not truly a surprise, is it? Why you continue to torture yourself with having anything at all to do with her is really weird. And it seems your friends want her around awaiting their turn, and for the entertainment factor as well. Refuse to hear about her exploits and leave as soon as she shows up, regardless of the venue. Friends, true friends would not be purposely subjecting you to her screwing everything, even a snake, activities. She is a walking cesspool of disease. If not her body, then her mind. Good riddance, I say. No contact in any way, shape or form is the only real way to get over her. She's a hoe. Be glad you didn't marry her. Women only like the idea of being married, but don't actually like being married. Once you learn to accept this, you'll never feel like you do right now again. My condolences though, as I've had to go through situations not quite like this, but situations that I learned female nature from. She's a narcissist and inept. Cut out everyone entirely except for the friend who told you. I understand people not wanting to get involved, but I would want to know regardless of how hurtful it is. Get your money back for the vacation and sell the ring. I don't understand why you went with them on vacation when you knew she was hooking up with him. It seems like she did it on purpose. I didn't make it clear in the post, sorry. I did not know about the cheating at the time. I just knew the other guy was interested, so I told them I wasn't going. They convinced me I should still go despite me explaining to them personally that I would feel uncomfortable. They got caught doing the deed and stopped. My friend was about to throw down when he saw this. The next day it was quiet and I still didn't know. The guy who was hooking up with her wanted to tell me about my best friend who had been the one actually cheating. I told him about this and he asked if I go over first. The only reason he told me was because the new man was going to expose him. These people are manipulative. A couple of people had known about the cheating for months and still tried to get me to come anyway. I went because they made me think I was reading too deep into things. Believe me when I say I am not friends with these people now. Duck them all. They should be dead to you. A. Cut off contact with all of these people. They have continually proven they are not your friends, nor do they care for you. B. Stop getting drawn into using Reddit's incorrect term of the month. It's gaslit or gaslighting, and it is not simply lying or even trying to make you think you're crazy. Just say what you feel. Doing this speaks more to why you have allowed them to continue to abuse you than anything else. You don't have to be part of the crowd. These people are lying, cheating assholes. You don't have to say anything other than that. Why do you keep putting yourself in these situations or environments where you know she will be present? Like I said, didn't know there was cheating. She kept telling me to be friends. I was putting in an effort to be the bigger person and not hold a grudge over a breakup. It won't be an issue any longer. One reason to keep your circles small. Very ducking small. I mean very ducking small. The less people involved in your personal relationships, the better off your mental health will be. I'm not saying don't have friends at all, but I would definitely limit them. Also, find you a ugly mate, that way you don't have to worry about anyone you do let in your circle trying to get in their britches. Man shrugging, JK Sport. Just trying to maybe give you a little something to chuckle at. I know this shit is tough. Just keep your head up and your mind focused on yourself, because you deserve to be healthy. If you aren't taking care of your mental health, no other relationship will work until you can have a relationship with yourself. All the best wishes for you, brother. People don't like to be good friends with someone who takes everything lying down and often take advantage of such a person. Don't confuse your weakness for being a nice person. There's a big difference. Man, glad you know who your true friends are. Guess the lesson learned here is you can share your joy with them, but never ever place your happiness in them or others. Take care. What are you doing? You need new friends. I'd go North Carolina on all but those that have your back. The rest can pound sand. Dude, cut them out of your life. And remember, they are responsible for their behavior, not you. Walk away and start again. Go North Carolina UDF. Will you please restart your life in some way socially? Get the duck away from these people. Friends who do not warn you of betrayal are not friends. You need to remove them from your life. Crazy shit like this is why I'm quick to cut someone off the minute my intuition tells something is wrong. You can't always trust people, but you can always trust your gut. You texted her about her bullshit behavior and she's blaming you? That's her way of dealing with her guilt. Wait 5 months down the line when she gets out of this little promiscuous phase she's in. She'll be begging for you to come back into her life. You need new friends. You need new friends all the way around. Sounds like your friends use you. Sorry bud. What an entitled superficial slut. Just wait, it'll bite her in the ass. The new guy did you all a favor, you just rid yourself of a poisonous snake. Dude, you need to leave those friends and get new ones immediately. Wow, she sounds like a hoe to me, and your friends aren't any better. Best you distance yourself from everyone and go completely no contact as well. Cut out the friends who didn't think you could handle the truth. They are not your friends. Friends will have your back and want you to know all the information. You deserve to have it. That's super shitty. That is a terrible situation, and I am so sorry that has happened to you. I have so much sympathy for you, man. This reminds me of my own misfortunes. You got a very hard look at some of the harshest things in life. Betrayal, cheating, lying and so on. You are in a very bad place right now. But you also got to figure out some things on your own and make sure this never happens to you. I see that you went no contact with a lot of them. You must never ever break that rule, no matter what happens. For now, find some hobbies to keep yourself busy, work on your fitness, find your peace. This will obviously take some time, but keep going. Learn to piss off people like your fake friends and your ex. I am going through the same thing right now. It's hard, but we have to get over it. Sending all the prayers your way, my friend. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night. Wherever you are,